What's up, y'all? This is Vlog 58, we're on UNCUTT, and we talking about don't judge a book by its cover. In other words, don't be so quick to judge people just off of how they look.
Or
in other words,
or judge something or anything by how it looks.
any person, place, or thing. In other words,
Yep.
because it may not be exactly what you think. That can be in a positive light or in a negative light. So, therefore, just make sure that you observe, because we all jump to conclusions sometimes. Sometimes we can be right, sometimes we can be wrong. But don't just straight judge somebody off of something you just literally see as their appearance or whatever it is. You don't know that person that look bummy or that look like he could be up to no good may actually find out be actually the nicest person in the world. Actually help any and everybody. So don't just be quick to jump to conclusions. And flip side also.
Yep, and that's how I was actually going to get into, because that's the positive side you're talking about. Now, on the negative side, just because something or some persons look pretty or beautiful, or something looks pretty or beautiful, doesn't mean it is really beautiful and pretty inside, you know. Or what you have to deal with that person, place, or thing is really ugly. Really, when you have to deal with that, you know. Especially, you know, people get tricked every day. It's like they say, the devil was like the devil was dressed to disguise and like,
or the wolf dressed in sheep clothing.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, to make you look like that's nice, or you can
Devil looks like an angel.
Angel. Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. Because exactly. So it's like basically like you might look nice, like, oh, I can. It's like you petting something, or look like a friendly animal, a friendly dog, cat, anything, or anybody, or you introduced to this pretty looking girl or this handsome guy, and then like all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of bullshit and a whole bunch of shit that you do not. you wish you didn't ever even met this person because of the shit behind it, who this person is, or
Who they really are.
yeah,
In other words,
person, place, or thing. Because I'll tell you, that happens every day, especially nowadays. Like I said, like I always say, on social media, when people see in the media or see on TV, especially on the internet, it's like people think, oh, that person is must be cool, must be this, or must be that. You know, no, they're just not showing you who they really are or what's really going on. You know, people be thinking like couples is like. You see these couples that be taking pictures everywhere and all that, and they be like, man, that couple seem like they having a good time and they really get along. You don't know what they been going through.
it's like everybody looking at memes. Oh, I like him, I like her, I like them. Or you don't know what goes on in behind closed doors.
Yep.
Dude.
Or even, especially celebrity couples. You know, celebrity couple goals, you know, they be like, oh yeah, I want to be like Jay-Z, Beyonce, or I want to be like whoever, you know, and then you don't know what they have to go through behind the scenes. You know, they could the picture they took, they could have been arguing right before or arguing right after because the picture don't look right, or either they've been bickering all day and then they take a picture to make it look nice, you know. And you know, you never know, you know. So don't judge a book in that aspect. You know, thinking in a negative light, like you think something's look pretty and perfect, and really is shitty and imperfect.
Yep. Basically, because so within, so without. So therefore, eventually, what's going on within is going to eventually come out, because you can only show, it's all glamour and glitter and looks good on the outside, but yeah, you don't know what somebody goes through on the inside for that. It's like having all these flashy lights and famous cameras and lenses and all this shit and all this glamour bullshit and all that cars and da-da-da. It looks good, but you don't know what goes on behind the scene for this to look good.
Right.
It's a lot of bullshit that you don't know about.
Right.
You be surprised. You come on the other side of it. Let's go a day with Drake behind the scenes. Go see what he goes through. You like, damn, he goes through this like it's normal? Yep. Yeah, this is the shit he goes through in order to look good for you, in order to perform for you, in order to put on a show for you. in order to be this celeb for you.
Yep.
For him, but at the same time, this is for you because it's for show. It's for you to see. And you're judging off of what? Your first perception of what you see.
Yep. And it's for entertainment purposes, so you could be entertained and look at it and be in awe of it, or it's to get you to have, for you to get a reaction out of it.
Yep.
A reaction to it, So and that's that's what it is. Like you gotta be careful to judge anything by how it looks. Like I said, you gotta be careful, And then like you were saying before at the beginning, like just because somebody look a certain way doesn't mean they're a bad person, whatever. I hate to dive into stuff like this, even by sometimes what we go through in the world every day. Your skin color. That people. This I know it's a touchy subject, but people look at each other just because this person's black or this person's white or this person's a certain background and their ethnicity is this or that. Nah, it's about the person inside. It's about the person inside.
Or the person that they actually showing that they are being in front of you. Somebody can look good but be an ignorant bastard in front of you, or be an ignorant asshole in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
They can look good as hell, they can look like money, look like glitter, glisten, gloss, but be really a piece of shit at the end of the day.
Yep.
Taking everybody's money, taking that person, doing this, cutthroating that motherfucker.
Yep.
Whole time they ain't not even what you would think they are.
Yep.
Or who you think they are. Or who they show you to be.
Right.
So, like you said, you don't necessarily judge a book by its cover even that way also, because you don't know who they are.
Right. At the
end of the day, you don't
really go through, right? You don't know what they go through, and they might go. You think they this and that and the third, and they go home. They be by themselves. They alone. They don't have as much people. Their loved ones might live in a different town, or a lot of their loved ones is gone. They by themselves, and they really need a good person around them. I ain't going to even say a friend. I'm going to say somebody that feels like family to them.
Yep.
That's what it's about, a lot of people feel like that. You think, maybe why you might feel like, oh, you look at them like, why they don't smile a lot, or they don't laugh a lot. They might laugh, but they might not smile, all that stuff. But you don't know what that person's going through. And maybe you can cheering them up or just talking to them and just listening. That's the first thing. Listening and really take in what they telling you.
Right.
Don't just try, like you said, don't judge quick and then like, oh, well, you should do this. No, listen, really take in and just be there for them and really take in what they talking about. You don't know what people's going through.
Right. Don't stereotypically judge, which is what a lot of people do. Don't stereotypically judge, and it's low vibrational, and you are very outdated if you think that it's still about strictly race. Remember, anybody can be ignorant, anybody can be a terrible person, sorry ass person, or whatever. It's beyond race. Racism still exists, but it's beyond that. It's all about your character. Anybody who's left still in a race war, they won't be here too much more longer anyway. We'll let them pass away with all due respect and let them be. Because we don't have time for that in the world, number one. Mm-hmm. And like I said, number two, character. Who are you? I don't care if you as dark as the fucking sky at night. If you the coolest, realest, chillest motherfucker and help everybody, I'm riding with that motherfucker right there. I don't care if you are the coolest, realest nigga from Saudi Arabia. I'm riding with that nigga right there. Yep. I don't care if you was the bitch from Saudi Arabia or a bitch from China, whoever you is. I'm riding with them. That's who they is. They cool, they for real, they down. Hey man, you got a cool friend, you got a partner, whatever we gonna be. Hey, we good.
Mm-hmm. There's an understanding.
There's an understanding. Characteristics. Fuck your color. I don't care what this is. Who the hell are you?
Yep. Right behind this, beyond this, because a lot of people want to hide behind this. Because really, it's all a shell. It's a flesh. It's a shell of who you really are inside. Yep. And this just protects that. It's like in astrology. Your sun sign is your actions and the way you see things, and how people might see you sometimes. But that's just a shell. Shout out to Fight Boss, the little pilot man. He be saying this. He's like, is just a shell for protecting who you are inside, which is your moon sign, is your emotions, you know, and your intuition and stuff like that. So it's just protecting that to show who, you know, because that's who you really are inside. And so you're protecting that, you know, and that's understanding. You don't want to be completely vulnerable, but at the same time, there's a balance.
Yep.
You show what you show what you can. I mean, you show whatever you want to show, and if somebody you feel connected to, you show them the real side. Or actually, you're going to
Just
eventually
be more vulnerable.
Yep. And eventually, you are who you are, and it's going to show anyway.
Yep. Simple as that.
Jay-Z said it best in what was it called? In one song on the Black album. He said, "You was who you was before you got here."
Yep. You was who you was before you got here. Yep. So I'm gone. You can love me or leave me alone. Simple as that. This is who I was going to be regardless of whatever anybody thought and what everybody thinks. So what? I've been this. I was this before you seeing it now.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just now seeing it. But I was coming. In other words, just an example, biting up what he was saying.
Yep. Exactly.
Simple as that. Don't
Simple.
judge a book by a cover, man. Either being negative or positive, you never know.
You
So
know,
be balanced. Be even kill.
try to be balanced and don't judge a book by its cover. Don't believe everything you see off of first impression. What the world we live in, first impression, and really get to know the person before you judge a person.
Yep. Simple as that.
Simple as that.
Block 58. Be out.